Friends, today we are going to start a new chapter in our course of business studies, chapter number 4, planning. We'll see the concept of planning here. Planning is deciding in advance what to do and how to do it. It is one of the basic management functions. It bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to go. Planning involves setting objectives and developing appropriate courses of action to achieve these objectives. So, planning is deciding in advance what to do and how to do it. For example, if we want to do something, we need a proper plan for that. In context of business or a huge organization, we always need to plan. We always need to provide what we need to do. Planning involves setting objectives and developing appropriate courses of action to achieve these objectives. First of all, we have to set the objectives, and then we have to develop the appropriate courses of action to achieve such objectives. Planning means setting objectives and targets and formulating an action plan to achieve them. It is concerned with both the ends and means, what is to be done and how it is to be done. We need to plan for both, what is to be done and how it is to be done. We need to form an action plan for that. Setting objectives for a given time period, formulating various courses of action to achieve them, and then selecting the best possible alternative from among the various courses of action available. So this is the main function. So planning can be defined as setting objectives for a given time period, formulating various courses of action to achieve them, and then selecting the best possible alternative from among the courses of action available. So this can be taken as the definition of planning. Next, we'll see the characteristics of planning. We'll see what are the characteristics of planning. The main features of planning are given as follows. Number 1, planning focuses on achieving objectives, or planning is a goal-oriented process. Now, before we discuss this, I want to tell you something. In management, there are 5 functions basically: planning, organizing, directing, staffing, controlling. Now, all the objectives, all the functions of management will have its characteristics, its importance, advantages, disadvantages. So at the end of the 5th function, students get too much confused, as all of this seem to be quite same. So it is very difficult for the students to get on what is for which function, what are the objectives of which function. All the functions, objectives, characteristics, and importance, advantages, limitations, all will seem quite similar. So I request all of you to watch this video very carefully and try to understand things in the best possible manner. Still, if you have any queries, you please text me or call me on WhatsApp or through direct call. But the thing is, you need to watch these videos very carefully, as well as you need to understand things in the correct manner, and you need to memorize it. If you don't, you'll be in big trouble, as you won't be able to discriminate between what are the functions of planning, what are the functions of organizing, what are the characteristics of staffing. This all would be very, very confusing for you. So as we begin with the characteristics of planning, I want all of you to understand these things very properly. Now, characteristics of planning. Planning focuses on achieving objectives, or planning is a goal-oriented process. Now, when we say achieving objectives or goal-oriented process, so what does it mean is planning is made for achieving goals. When we plan in an organization, whatever we'll talk in the context of a business organization, whatever we'll plan will be starting with the determination of objectives. First of all, we need to determine what are our objectives, for what objectives we are planning. Or we cannot just simply make a plan without any objective. We are planning for what? We have these objectives, we need to attain these things, so for that we need to plan how we will do it. We cannot do any planning in absence of objectives. Specific goals are set out in plans along with activities to be undertaken to achieve the goals. Planning will become a useless exercise unless it is not positively to achieve the goals. Planning will become useless unless it does not positively contribute to the achievement of a predetermined organizational goal. So first of all, we need to find out what are our objectives, what are our goals, and then only we can make plans as what to do and how to do to get on that objective what we have decided or what is the determined objectives. Next is planning is a primary function of management, because before all other functions we need to plan. Staffing means hiring people, recruiting people, those who will work. But how you will recruit people until and unless you don't have a plan? First of all, the foremost function of management is planning. So it is called planning is the primary function of management. It is the basis for all other functions. When you have a plan, then only you can have a base for all other functions. So planning is the most primary function of management. Next one is planning is pervasive. What do you mean by pervasive? Planning is required at all levels. Pervasive means universal. Means it is required at all levels of management. You cannot say that only top level management needs to plan. The top level, middle level, lower level, all the levels of management needs to plan. They will plan at their own level. They will plan at their own context according to their own concern, but they need a plan. So planning is pervasive in nature and it is required at all the levels of an organization. Even the CEO of a company, the director of the company, the CEO, CFO, director, the top level managers, they also need a plan. The middle level manager like production in charge, sales in charge, they also need a plan. And the supervisors, assistant supervisors, they also need a plan. So planning is required at all the levels of management in all organizations. It's not that only in this trading concern we need a plan, only in manufacturing concern we need a plan only in this industry. No, in all the industries, everywhere we need a proper plan. Hence it is called planning is pervasive. The next is planning is continuous. Why it is called continuous? Plans are always made for a fixed period of time, like 3 months or 6 months or 1 year. So after the end of that stipulated time, we need to replan for the things. Also, according to the time and condition, we need to keep on revising the plan, keep on changing the plan. So what we can say here is planning is never continuous or never fixed. Planning is always continuous in nature. We need to plan again according to the demand and conditions of the market. Next is planning is futuristic and forward looking. Plans are made for future, not for the past. Planning is futuristic and forward looking. So what we understand from here is plans are made for a future thing. Plans are made for future activities. So it is always forward looking with planning. But in the case of other functions like controlling, in controlling we need to check like what was planned and what is done, whether it is matching or not. So controlling is backward looking, but in case of planning it is always forward looking. Next is number 6, planning involves decision making. In planning you need to make decisions, you need to take the decisions and you need to evaluate all the alternatives. First of all, you need to select the alternatives. What are the alternatives available with you? After you have selected all the alternatives, you find all the alternatives, you need to select the best one. You need to find out what is the best alternative that you have. After you find out the best alternative, after you select that, that is called decision making. So you are making decisions, you need to implement it, you need to convey it to the middle level, to the lower level management, that these plans are being formulated for this year or the next year or for this period of time. So this type of decision makings are needed in case of planning. And at last, number 7, we have planning is a mental exercise. Planning is thinking rather than doing. In planning we need to think, we need to decide the things, we don't need to do the things right away. So planning requires application of mind involving foresight, vision, intelligence, imagination and sound judgment. The quality of planning will vary according to the quality of mind of the manager. Planning is not mere guesswork but involves logical and systematic thinking. It does not go with the instinct of the manager, but the manager must have a logical and systematic thinking regarding what will be the best alternative, what will be the best course for the organization. So these were the these were the characteristics of planning. We'll have a look once again. The functions of planning, the characteristics of planning are: number 1, planning focuses on achieving objectives, or planning is the goal oriented process. Number 2, planning is a primary function of management. Number 3, planning is pervasive. Number 4, planning is continuous. Number 5, planning is futuristic or forward looking. Number 6, planning involves decision making. And at last, number 7, planning is a mental exercise. So I have told each and everything regarding planning. I hope it is clear to all of you. Still, if you have any queries regarding this, you can text me or call me on my contact number that is available with all of you. In the next video, we'll see more about planning. But for today, it's up to here. Till then, thank you very much and bye.